number 7 underway. Updated. Usually we forget to do that until like game lane, frame 3, frame 4, but we've been pretty good on it today. Although the whole first game it told us that we were at Imperial Bowl, so whoops.
Oops.
And yeah, Sherman and his partner Griner are having
not the best game.
Right. Kyle can shoot 205. His partner finished out with a 165. So that's going to be a 370 if Kyle makes the spare.
Wow.
And wow, he did make the spare, but
pop the 3-pin back out.
Not the prettiest of things. So as they make the transition on over, let's take a look at one of the biggest surprises that we saw was the team of Adcock and Queen. I mean, they were getting to the pocket and just having the biggest trouble carrying today.
I was just looking at that. I was surprised they were that far down the standings. Same with Spink. I thought Ray Spink would strike a lot on this pattern. He has a really high rev count, so I figured he would just get left and hook him, but that's not the key today.
And it looked like he was throwing like a beyond ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was making the ball make the shape, not the ball, not vice versa.
The ball didn't want to do what he was trying to do. And I think he's still throwing it, or the conspiracy pearl, but either way, it's like he's too far right or he's too far left. He's just not having the ball motion at all.
Right. And they have on 15 and 16 Devira Buckley and Ashley Cole. They're not having the best day today, but yeah, it looks like they're in 29th after game number 5 at plus 25. A little bit of a rough one for them, but we were talking about just the success, especially like Ashley with her Queens tournament in September last year, and just how good of ambassadors for bowling they are. And
they're awesome people. It's really good to see those Queen tournaments. Right. All the girls show up. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I believe it's in September this year, probably at Concord, I'm sure. And Concord's like becoming like the new Redbird Lanes. I don't know if you were like around for all that, but like they had the holiday doubles and just a lot of big tournaments were there, or like the Tropicana even, with like the IB and
Dan's
the PBA.
Dan's done a really good job with Concord.
And now getting St. Charles into the mix too.
He just fired St. Charles, so yeah, I'm excited to see how he turns out with St. Charles. I grew up there, and I didn't want to see that bowling alley close, so it's really nice for him that he acquired it. He's going to do what he can to make it a great bowling alley.
And the team that we were just talking about, Adcock and Queen, on our featured pair, 15 and 16 in the second position. Queen starts out with a strike, Adcock with a 9-pin. And also Sapola's coming up on the right-hand lane. Sapola's partnered with Jones. They were in top 10 contention and just shot 485, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So that should move him up a little bit.
Let's see how he likes his pair.
There, I got a mic for you. I'm going to call Sachs out on this one.
Yeah.
Sachs at the Midnight Bowler Society was so sad that I didn't let him in the booth. Or I shouldn't say didn't let him. He never even let me know that he wanted to come in. And so I just offered him a free mic down there, and he declined it. So now he can't give me crap about it.
He's funny.
Man, it looks like there is just an absolute hole.
Yeah.
That is just dug basically like 20, 25. And like if you get it in here, you got to basically ride to this edge of the pattern right here and get it right quick. Either that or move right and figure out what to do, because
Eddie's ball hooked really early. Ashley's ball hooked really early.
if you're at about 20, 25 at your laydown point, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
Even Partle down over there on lane number 14, his ball read early too.
I think that's why Kyle Sherman was trying to stay so far left, is to just keep the oil on the heads all for himself, because nobody's that far left. So whenever he moves, he's going to have that every game.
Right.
For the most part. Now, it hasn't really worked out the best, but...
And it's going to be... It's going to be fun to see what Partle does. I believe he goes from 13 and 14 down to where Kyle just was on 21 and 22 for the final game.
Yeah.
So that's either going to be really good or not so good for Partle. And where are their team at? Where's Partle? Yeah, they're in 8th place as of 5 games. It looks like 75, 80 pins out of top 4 right now.
It's easy to make up.
But it seemed like, I mean, I don't know about Matson and Gray, but
yeah, I haven't seen them.
I believe that that 3rd and 4th just made the flip, but these two teams, I mean, they went plus 80. They went, they went plus 8 on the top 2. So definitely leaving it open for these teams to kind of close the gap a little bit overall.
Even his ball hooked. I thought that shot was really good.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
Hooked 15 feet down lane.
And again, it's just that hole that is blown open completely. I mean, you either got to get way left or way right now.
Yep.
Which is kind of crazy to consider that we are talking about a sport pattern with a pretty high amount of volume. And if you set down at 20 to 25, you're going to basically hit a hole.
Yeah.
I know, I think he's down there now. Brandon Pierce, I believe his name is, was lofting the heads. He was at about 20, 25 with his release point, but he was lofting over the heads and hitting about 3rd arrow. And he wound up shooting like 240 on the live stream pair.
That's not a bad idea, because you get the ball over the friction at the beginning, so it hits some oil, and then there's a bunch of friction right, so he's just using that friction. And I mean, if you do that too far left, you're going to start 280ing and stuff like that, so he's just taking that out of play. That's
right.
a good idea.
Kind of puts him into a fresher area of the lane.
Yeah. Your ball can't hook in the air.
Right. You know, I'm kind of shocked, and I don't know if this is going to happen anytime soon, but I am shocked that there hasn't been a person yet that has exploited lofting it to like 60, 60 feet down the lane, because it takes the pattern completely out of play. But you would have to be so good, like take somebody that that has the cannonball throw. I forget what it's called.
Shot put.
And just have them shot put a bowling ball down the lane.
It looks like people that struggled last game kind of just said, screw it, I'm going to keep it closer to the head pin and bring my speed up. And it looks like they're striking. I saw a couple of people shoot like 192-0s last game, and they switched some things around, and they're striking this game.
Although on the opposite of that, I just saw Zermowski in the second frame leave I guess he had a 3.79, and he took out the 9 pin out of it.
Oh, wow.
I think he was just trying to cover the safe 2 and didn't even get the hook.
Jim Wagner hooking the lane.
Yeah, that's not surprising for him, which is different. He puts a good amount on the ball.
Yeah, he does. Ashley Cole with the strike.
I'm actually gonna stand for a few. I haven't stood up in like 2 hours, so probably be good for me to get some stretch going on. Queen coming up here on lane number 16. Start off with the front 2.
Adcock with the strike.
Wait, did he carry on our live stream?
Yeah. I think Tom Partle went through the face again, so
yeah, kind of calling it.
Yeah, he's
with an
hitting that
open
friction.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, he chopped the 6 off the 610, so.
So when he threw at the spare, the ball did not move?
Yeah, it kind of hooked down lane and he just chopped it. But
okay.
He throws resin straight, but at the end, if there's that much friction, it's going to hook down lane, so.
And a little bit high for Queen on that shot after going front two. Let's see what Zapolis does, sitting on first 2 strikes as well. Zapolis and Jones starting to create some momentum here.
Yeah, they are.
Last 3 games making their move up. Yeah, that's a great shot right there. It looks like a really good read.
Yeah, he looks like he might even miss based off his reaction, and he still stuffed the pocket, so.
And now I'm guessing that that's a more aggressive ball, but really polished up, though.
Yeah. I've never thrown one, but I've seen a bunch of people throw it.
Yeah.
To strike, so.
And the people that I've seen throw it, it's hooked a lot, so it's kind of weird to see him playing, I wouldn't say right, but further right than the majority of the field, I would say. And look at Barrett down on lane number 2. Just threw a shot. I guess he may have ripped a 9-pin and just staring out.
Yeah, he did not have the best reaction to that.
He was up on the lane probably a good 5-10 seconds. Just can't believe what's going on right now.
Eddie Bird on 16.
And that's the zone right there. That is exactly. That's pretty much riding the taper inside the whole time.
Yep. He's really good at doing that, so this is his kind of wheelhouse.
Yeah, that transition right for him.
Yeah. Oh, it's dead.
See a pesky 2-pin on lane number 17 for Aaron Orange, trying to go over. Ashley Cole, good shot
like
right
she
there.
Moved left a little bit with the ball change. Looks really good.
That's the type of reaction that we're looking for now. It seems like everybody's kind of made their move and should see some action going on these next few games. Team of Getzlow and Rhodes starting off pretty decent. Getzlow 3 in a row, Rhodes 9-spare strike. So they are continuing to put pressure on Dwiggins and Zermowski right next door. As we said, they're only like 6 pins different now after 6 games of qualifying. And that's after staring at an 80-pin deficit a couple of games ago. Queen right back on it with another strike in the 4th frame.
Yeah, I know Chase and Getzlow, they were talking big about qualifying first again because they've done it back-to-back the last 2 tournaments. So 2nd place won't sit well with them. They want to finish first.
Right, they got some redemption for a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what, though? In a tournament like this, it's kind of nice that if you qualify first, the worst you can get is 2nd.
Exactly. Because it's very easy to bowl well all throughout qualifying and hit that finals pair and not bowl so hot.
Right.
So it's nice to know you're guaranteed.
And it looks like we've had our half-hour internet reset. About every half hour, our internet's resetting and stopping the stream and starting it again. So do thank you all for sticking it out with us and throughout these internet issues. Oh, you know what? I guess Zapolis is playing a lot further left than I thought he was. For some reason, the angle made it look like he was a lot further right.
Kind of keeping it closer to the head pin and just high flushing him.
So it's weird because he's actually like playing right in that hole that we were talking about. but he's throwing a ball that's a lot more polished, and it seems like it's a late reaction.
Yeah.
Late to pick up, not like down lane, but not off his hand. As I guess we have to switch another channel again. Oh. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's getting deadwood. Okay.
Yeah, you just switched the channel and then got a deadwood on.
2 for 1 right there.
Right.
2 for 1. Scott Pierce had a heck of a day today.
Yeah. He's been striking. He's a good bowler. Very good bowler.
One of our, or no, I guess he had 299 earlier.
Yeah, 299.
All right, I'll say one of the 5 that has had front 11.
Yeah.
And Brian Manini over here, you'll see on the corner of your left-hand side of the screen. Yep. 4 in a row, and I mean, they were saying that he just reached the qualified age to join the PBA 50.
Really?
And I mean, man, does not throw it like he's 50.
Yeah, no. He's one of them that kind of looked like he just upped his speed and kept it closer to the head pin, and now he's striking. So
it's kind of funny. We had Rich and Johnny in earlier, and they were talking about how, I guess on the tour, it's known as young person revs. Young person revs. You got the young person revs. Like we got the YPRs going in here.
Tom Partle sending some wood.
So that's good to see him jump on a double after that open.
Yeah.
Now this should be you feel like that this shot is transitioning to a point that should be in Jeremy Hunt's wheelhouse pretty much, but he's struggling a little bit on 13 and 14.
Yeah, just getting your ball to go through the pins, get more than 9. It's hard. As Greg leaves a 10 pin, and he rolls that 2 pin on 18. Last time it stood up.
There we go. Orange is getting some carry now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if Ashley can continue that string as she's at the high hard one on that one. Just kind of letting the lane, the pattern take over for her.
Take advantage of that oil in the middle, which looked like it was starting to go on 15 and 16 at the beginning. Everyone's ball was hooking early.
Right.
Moved a little left.
Do we know what that is, that Adcock's throwing?
That's Black Widow Pink.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See a lot of people throwing it.
For some reason, I mean, I guess he may have recently changed, but I could have sworn that he was with Brunswick for some time.
Yeah, I think he was. I don't know.
So it looks like he may have an open release of, or not release. What is it called? The free agent, or switched on over to Hammer.
I don't know. I think he switched.
Being that they're one of the sponsors, I think I gotta say that's a pretty good decision if you switched on over to the Hammer.
Yeah. EBI is making some really good bowling balls. So.
Yeah, they just released a whole mess of bowling balls that are coming out. And
the Beast and the Messenger.
The Beast and the Messenger. I'm so glad you said that, because I was like, oh, they're going to be talking about this high-end stuff. No, the Beast and the Messenger. I'm so
awesome.
happy about them.
The first time I've seen them go down the lane were yesterday. My friend had them for the 9 pin, and they roll amazing. So I'm going to have to get one of each.
It looks like the Beast is going to be one of those. I don't know how much high level play it's going to get, but I think the Messenger is going to be a secret weapon.
Yeah.
The C300 built into the core, though. It's funny how everybody's kind of putting their logo into a core design now. You got the.
I love that they put the old logo on it.
Yeah.
The old Columbia 300 logo.
I just wish that Ebonite would go back to the almost like Nike swoosh, upside down thing. I used to love that, especially with the I don't know if you remember the Tomahawk series, but it was like the biggest logo ever, because they had a Tomahawk with the Ebonite logo, but then the Ebonite logo that looked like a Tomahawk, and it was like I think I'm a pretty big fan of big logos on a especially like Motive when they had the big old M. Like I had a SX1 when Motive first came out, and I just remember how cool that looked because it was a black ball with a lime green logo, and it just looked so good going down lane.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's trouble.
Yeah, he touched that one a little bit, and it hooks.
And it seemed like that was just a speed issue and release issue.
Yeah. Location it was there, but yeah, stuffed an 8-pin. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good shot on 14 there.
Yeah. Is that Rosenberg? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah, we had him in the booth a couple tournaments ago, and that was pretty fun to talk with him a little bit.
Yeah.
Both the doubles and the singles down at Cape, and said both days were kind of you didn't really get an advantage bowling the doubles over the singles. And
yeah.
we were talking about how different it is that people can bowl in the same house, the same shot, same house 2 days in a row, and how different it can really be.
It is crazy. It's a nice shot on 16. Scott Pierce still striking. He's got 279, Pacey.
Rosenberg right there with him. I mean, he had a 3-5 in the first frame, taking 3 pins off the right. But it seems like he got back into it pretty well. Goes double 9-spare strike. So decent amount of scores going on here. We've had one open on 15 and 16, and not that many far behind on 19 and 20. Spola's coming up on front 5 right now, going for 6 in a row. As we said, they're making a move.
Yeah, they're starting to figure it out.
They're in 9th place going into game number 6.
Yeah, he didn't like that shot very much. Got it right.
Yeah, he's been riding that inside oil for majority of the game, so get it right like that. That's the result he's going to see. And Adcock, after all the struggling of Kerry that he's had today on the live stream pair, carries out a 7, 9, 10 on lanes 15 and 16 for 4 in a row.
Spared it.
All right, so still leaves him a 278 going.
I think I see Dwiggins and Sismowski. Sismowski has 260 left. Dwiggins looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he still has, he's clean, so he's got a 237 left.
Yeah.
And Eric has 265. He goes 9 spares, 7-1.
Yeah.
And then 5 in a row after that.
Shea looked like he was going to have a good game, and then a 9-spare open. Looks like. So yeah, lanes are changing fast. That's for sure.
I like how I like Adam's shirt. How it's kind of like almost like a baseball jersey, like practice jersey style, and it's got the Team Brunswick on the front of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the age of sub-dyed jerseys, just sticking it the old school cool.
Yep.
And it looks like the team of Tubbin and Griffin, who are in 5th place going into game 6. Griffin's having a pretty rough game down there, but Tubbin's keeping them in play with 3 in a row. They're
are they 3 and 3A?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Griffin went strike, spare, open, strike, spare. Hopefully he doesn't continue that pattern.
Yeah, Tubbins looks like he's playing pretty far right, and he's striking.
Yeah, we were talking about Tubbins' roll. He has a lot of forward roll,
Yeah.
kind of like a just a fade on the back end, and I think that's going to suit him really well for this.
His balls is burning up and going right to the pocket. So
right, shouldn't really have anything unexpected down lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and Cole ends her streak on lane 16 at 4 in a row. Leaves a 3-6 and just chops it. Let's see. Sherman is currently, where is he at? I think he may be off. Yeah, it looks like he just made the flip down to the low end of the house.
He walked by and hit me, so he's somewhere down here.
So I'm not sure if he's going to quite make it to the live stream pair again next game. He may be just a little bit off, as they're making a pretty decent amount of flip.
Yeah.
And Manini down there on lane 13 has front 7. His partner Partle
struggling.
Needs to get on something here. He's gone 7 spare, 8 spare the last 2 frames.
Oh yeah, and they're close. So
they're super close. Yeah.
They need this game.
I keep rebooting the GrandPrixTours.com just to see the standings here, because I want to see this game 6 difference right here.
Tom Partle struck, so
he's still got 230
Yeah, he's
left.
got 230. Rosenberg is 260 left.
And I just heard somebody say, who knew that a pink ball would hit so hard? I think that's in reply to Adcock going 5 in a row on there. And there we go, Hunt down there on 3 in a row. Him and his partner have a pretty good game going.
Yeah.
They are, they're in 21st right now, though.
They got to make up some pins.
Yeah, they got some ground.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Just saw Ralston trip out a 4-pin really late. His partner has the first 5, and he has 250 left, so they're close.
Okay, nice.
Somewhere. Oh, yeah, they're in 4th, so they need them all.
I think last game they may have dropped a little bit, but I don't think it was enough to get them out of there. And like we said, after 8 games of qualifying today, we are cutting to the top 4 for stepladder finals. They're going to start on 15 and 16 and work their way out to 19 and 20 for our finals under that beautiful hammer banner on our hammer feature pair, 19 and 20. Oh, and Manini not only breaks up this string, but also staring back at a 7-10. Now, I like that. A lucky bounce off the 7-pin. Gets you, it picks up the 10-pin.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than the move left 3 boards, move left. Yeah. It's like, oh, which bowler are you talking about?
Right. I don't think that's going to work. Tom Partle with a double.
Oh, that's a fire down there. Throwing it hard, but missing both pins. No count. 204 in the 8th. That leaves him 264 left. And Partle 232. So 496, that would be a pretty good jump for them. Oh my gosh.
Wow. She just spun that around.
Cole not getting any breaks down there on lane number 15. Leaving a 7. Let's see if Sapolis can double up here on lane number 19. Left-hand lane. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Man, he's got something right there. Keeping it inside, not really giving it much room. Once he got it out there, he left a 310, so just kind of riding that oil.
I know he wants that 6 frame back. Like, he knows he just missed up a little bit. Keep your speed up. He's going to strike a lot.
Right. Like we said, the last 3 games or so, they've been making a move.
Yeah.
Currently sitting in ninth, but I mean, they just went 485, I believe, last game, and now they're on pace to do it again. Jones's partner going at a 233 pace, and Sapolis at a 278, so that would put him at a 5-teen.
Yeah, that'll be big.
Biaggi on the left-hand lane, right-hand split, trying to do kind of the same thing, but goes in high.
Yeah, he might have missed in a little bit, slower speed, so just jumped on him.
Yep. Adcock ends the 5-in-a-row streak with a 10-pin. Pretty good game for the both of them, though. They could go plus pretty decent amount. But they are pretty far down, I believe, yeah, 25th.
They got to figure it out now. They got a good look, both of them.
I think they're asking, is practice over yet?
Yeah.
Can we start the games? And Hunt with another open there on lane number 14, leaving at 2-4-10. So the team of Jones and White right here on 19-20. Jones on the right, White on the left. They can strike out for 237 and 258.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. Are they close? Oh, yeah. Oh, Eddie missed it. Oh, he got it.
Wow. Wow, he knows he got away with it right there. 268 left for him. His partner, 228. So that can put him at 96 over. Where are they sitting at right now?
15th?
Yeah, 15th. 2209, so plus 209.
Scott Pierce and his partner have Cummings.
Oh yeah, they
230, 250. So.
All right, so another 490 for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where we're seeing some high scores, but gosh, look down there on 21 and 22. Rhodes with a 199.
Oh wow.
And Getzlow can shoot 205 with a strike here.
I know Shea didn't have a good game either on 23 and 24. Looks like he has maybe a 170, something like that. So, yeah, some people are finding it and some people are losing it. That's
right.
for sure.
That is Zermowski and Dwiggins, though. They have a pretty decent game. Dwiggins can go 217, but Eric can go 265. So that should keep him in pace, especially with Getzlow and Rhodes dropping off right there now. They just went negative this game, negative 16.
Yeah, I don't.
No. I'm sorry. Getzlow shot 205, not 195. So that's plus 4.
Yeah.
Still under pace though. Oh, and Sapolis.
Going to 9.
And look at that lead for Jones on lane number 19. 5, 6, 9. That's going to be a tough one right there.
Yeah, I want to know how he left that. I didn't see that.
We can always hit the clip button and watch it later. Easy as that. Nice little button and it.
Nice.
Watch it later.
I don't know where Derek and his partner are. Wonder how they're bowling.
Yeah, they should have made the flip, so they're probably down in 7 and 8, somewhere around there. But yeah, 239 was Derek's low game after 6, I believe. So
really?
Yeah,
wow.
They should be. He went 8-16, and he shot 248, 239. Yes, he's having
a day. Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
that's a good day.
Could have struck a few times, but
right.
You know. All right, so Eric's got in the 260s now, but Jerry Dwiggins did spare in the 10th, so he's going to shoot 180. So they're going to be plus 40, 50, somewhere around there. Eric 264 down there. No, 263. So that's a big game for them. Big difference getting that 60-pin lead back. But
Rhodes and Getsel, they'll need a big last game.
Right. Yeah, that may be, depending on what Matson and Gray and Hood and Ralston do, they could be fighting right here. And let's see, Tubman still sitting at 279. Griffin, his partner, can shoot 216, so they can go plus 85. Or, I'm sorry, 95. Yeah, so that can actually move them up.
Yeah.
To, well, they're not quite there, but that puts them in really good contention.
He crumbles the bucket, so that's a strike.
It's kind of fun to look back and forth and really start to get those numbers back again. That's something that I kind of missed last Friday with the Midnight Bowler Society going to per game. Rather, because you get to the 7th game, 8th game, and you're like, oh my God, this person needs this, and this. But there was just that was just kind of one thing that was missing a little bit last week. I mean, not to take away from the event at all, but yeah, usually you like to get to the end and be like, oh man, this person is right here. This person needs 9 to win. Like last year, Barrett had to strike in the 10th and went by 1 pen.
Yeah. Crazy when you're bowling for that much money.
Right. Cummings coming up on the 10th frame here. You see it on the left side of your screen and just rips a 10 pen. He can still shoot 214. His partner Pierce in the 250s, throwing his last shot in the 10th right here. So that'll put him at like 72. So they're at like 360 right now. Yeah, they're going to need a huge last game to get in that top 4.
Yeah, they will.
Well into cashing right now, though. But just a couple of carries like that, like Cummings with that 10 pin right there. That's a shame. Oh, and Jones looked like he stuck a little bit at the line, really turned it a lot. And
wasn't the best shot.
He's a 2-4-7. Not the easiest, especially on a pattern like this.
Yeah, not at all. It's very choppable.
His partner White keeping him in it though. 258.
That's a good shot right there.
Lots of strikes going around right now.
Yeah, there is.
$15 and $16. I mean, the scoring pace is pretty big right now, especially compared to 19 and $20.
Yeah. Whereas last game, people fell off in the 7th, 8th, 9th frame. They were striking this game. They kept whipping.
Speaking of striking, there is
Tubman.
6 or 7 in a row right now for Tubman. And his partner Griffin with a double going into the 10th. So doing what they need to do, trying to get things going, and we'll see if they can sneak in this final 8th game of qualifying.
Cardle just split in the 10th.
Oh yeah.
That won't be 180. Partner has 230.
What is that
60.
Is that a 2-4-10? Yeah. No.
Yeah,
4-6.
That's a 4-6-7.
I was gonna say that didn't look right.
Yeah.
All right, and Jones up on lane number 20, goes high, so he gets you 197. Zapolis 257 left, so they go plus 54 on the game. That's not the game that they were looking for, as they were sitting at 9th going into 5. Still have not gotten those game 6 scores up yet.
They'll need some strikes.
Yeah, once again, a big last game is needed for a couple of teams out there. Manini going for 264 now. That could still put them at plus 40 for the game.
Won't be bad, but not what they wanted.
Or is that plus? No, it's plus 50. Yeah, plus 50 for the game. But yeah, still, that's not what they need, especially sitting in that 8th position right now. on the outside, just looking in. And it is super close, like, overall.
It's interesting.
Kind of drops off after 10th place, but everywhere else within a game, I would say within reach. Everybody is pretty much within reach at this point. And this is working out pretty well. 15-16 and 19-20. Going to finish at about the same time. Then we can go over to 17-18 for some additional bonus coverage action.
Sapola spares in the 10th for 240.
So that'll put him at plus 40, 43 for the game if they both strike here. Jackson trying to beg for some carry there. Leaves the 10. That was on a big string though. That was on 5 in a row. No, 6 in a row. 256 left for him. Orange's partner, 245. Where are they sitting at right now? Orange and Jackson, or Jackson and Orange. Having a rough go at it at plus 67, 26th place. Sapolis finishes it out for 246.
Getzlow down there started with an open the first frame, 10-pin the second frame.
Oh, so they're all moving right next door, just a one-pair move. So we won't really get to see our leaders so much this last game, but because Dwiggins and Zamowski are down 1 and 2. And what's cool about this is that we've been kind of keeping the end pairs off, but there was such a showing today that we were actually able to bring the end pairs into play.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams. I was wishing I could bowl, but I couldn't find a partner, so.
Yeah, it's kind of different to have a different problem to have trying to get a partner.
Eddie Bird with a nice shot in the 10th. 260.
They had a good game, and it looks like this is developing into quite the pattern for him.
Yeah.
Good look, right in his wheelhouse. Fortunately, his partner not having the same look.
Yeah, King Carey got 9 a lot.
They were in 15th place going into this game. They're gonna have plus 63. That's gonna move them up a little bit. And now we have standings from game number 6. Oh, and they were tied.
Oh wow!
Zamowski and Dwiggins tied with Getzlow and Rhodes at 498. Matson and Gray 450 in 3rd place. Griffin and Tubman moving into 4th place at 418. But I think that Pierce. Oh, they're going to be close going into this last game, depending on what Griffin does here.
Oh, he gets the first one.
So that keeps them ahead of Cummings and Pierce for the time being, and big look right there is 6th place. Hood and Ralston moved from 4th place all the way to 6th place. The 4th place all the way to 6th, and then Sapolis and Jones move up from 9th to 7th.
Yeah, and they just went plus 43. Eddie Bird and his partner, they're only in 8th, and they just went plus 63. So
so that'll put them up. I don't know. Everybody's
It'll
close,
just be
man.
close, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Hood and Ralston bowled.
Oh, it looks like Blues score early.
Oh yeah, really early.
Nice. You gotta love that. Depending on if we have viewers from Shark Zone or not.
Yeah.
We are in St. Louis though, so we kind of have to.
Got to cheer for the Blues.
So 17 and 18. Got Jackson and Orange. Jackson going for 234 this shot.
Ralston and his partner, Hood has 270 if he doubles in the 10th, and he got the first one, and Ralston has 230, I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's Hood that's got the 270.
Yeah, Hood has 270, Ralston has 230.
Yeah.
So that'll be a big game. They're in 6th right now, so.
Yep, that's a big move right there. All right, so we have Stone up on the right lane, Tim up on the left. Stone can still shoot 234. Tim with a 183. Max.
You were talking about urethane. I think he's the only one throwing urethane in this building.
Which I'm surprised with.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Especially with, I mean, I would like to get some insight from Sherman, because he loves the play. I mean, I guess he does love to stand left and throw right too.
Yeah.
But you would think that if the shot is out there for urethane, that Kyle's going to be all over it. But
I think maybe if he had his purple with him, like the purple hammer is really good at like shaping.
Yep.
But I think if he only has his black hammer, he's probably like,
right.
It won't give me that 250, 270 look, so why do it?
Although with the games that he's thrown with the purple, why wouldn't it be in his bag right now?
Yeah.
He should just have the purple and black hammers taking up a whole bag in his arsenal.
The purple is amazing. I like both of them. Purple is really good.
I'm trying to think. Somebody at the World Series of Bowling, and I'm pretty sure it was Kyle, but it may have been someone else, had 2 Black Widows. Oh, you know what? It wasn't. It was Tom. Tom Doherty.
Yep, he loved the ball.
Was throwing the black Widow, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make the move to the Black Widow. This one doesn't move. This one's been my spare ball." And it was actually a Mike Flanagan thing. He was with Tom throughout the qualifying block, and I was just going back and forth. It was Tom's birthday, and he's like, "Hey, it's my birthday. Hey, it's my birthday." It's a pretty good video. You guys should check it out on YouTube. It's fun to see the actual other side of bowling, come into play and kind of the behind the scenes and what really goes on. The talk between Tom and Dino is just the back and forth between those guys is just ridiculous, and making not making bets, but a gentleman's agreement as to who's going to get taken out to dinner.
Yeah, that's why I like Kyle and Brad's YouTube page.
Yeah.
It's really cool seeing, like, they had one video where they were talking to the ball reps in the middle of a match play, and it was, like, literally what they were talking about and what moves or what they were thinking, and it's really cool to see because there's a lot of thought processes that go into bowling and the PBA.
And the best thing that I always love about their videos, one of the major things that I look forward to, especially like in the PBA events, is their immediate reaction after, I hate to say it, but after they've been eliminated. They don't cover that up. They put a camera in their face and they're just like, I hate that I'm recording this right now, but this is going to make me learn.
You see the look of defeat,
All right, so they're still finishing up on 17-18, but I feel like we kind of have to split screen it over to, or go over to Pierce and Cummings right now, who are in the hunt at 5th place going into Game 7. We're in Game 8 now, so let's go ahead and change that up. This is the final game of qualifying. After this game, we're probably going to take a little bit of a break as we tabulate the scores, make sure that everything is all set, ready to go, and then we're going to go right into our step ladder finals, starting on this pair right here, 15 and 16, and then working our way right. And we do want to thank you all for joining us today. I know we've had some issues with the internet, and it's resetting like every half hour, but thank you to those of us that have stuck with us throughout the day. Oh, what do you know? Dave is saying something to the live stream booth.
Yeah.
That's completely new.
Yeah.
And looking down on 23 and 24, Getzlow and Rhodes continuing to struggle. As Getzlow has seen 2 opens in the first 5 frames. Rhodes puts up a strike in the 6th. But he also...
I think Rhodes spared the first 5 frames.
Yeah, 9 spare, 8 spare, 5 spare. No. That's not 5 spare, is it? Could be 5 spare in the third, 9 spare, 9 spare. Yeah?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to need all of them to
even get close.
To even get close.
Yeah, because after that last game, I wouldn't doubt that
they're going to fall.
That third or maybe fourth. Well, fourth was 80 pins behind them. And what did Tubbin shoot? He shot 260, I think.
260.
And then Griffin shot 2 teens. So that puts them at like 80, 90 over. So that'll allow them to gain probably 70 pins on them. So 30 pins out, yeah. And they both started with strikes this game.
Yeah. It'll be close.
And bowling is not really happening. It's not really happening anywhere on our live stream pairs. We see it on lane number 14. And here we go. So we got Hunt up on lane number 16 and Orange up on lane number 19. Bowling is underway for our final game of qualifying at the Part-Time Bowlers Tour over under 50s doubles tournament on the Big Ben. 8 games of qualifying followed by the top 4 step ladders.
Oh, wow.
Part-Time Bowlers Tour brought to you by Suntrip Automotive. We want to thank them as a sponsor as well as the rest of our sponsors. If you type in ! Sponsors in the chat, bring it up. That Suntrip Automotive, Jewelry, Hotels, Hammer Bowling, Ray Orris Pro Shop, Mark Hood at Shelter Insurance, who is in our field today. St. Charles Bowen Motor and Volify. You'll see those jerseys out there. It's easy to see with the big logo in the back. And as I say that, I'm looking for one. Whoops. Trust me, there are a lot of them out here, just not on the featured pair right now. Hashtag product plug. All right, so...
Oh, wow. A lot.
So let's see what our realistic number is right now. So these two are tied, but Dwiggins and Zamowski just probably took another 50 pin lead over Getzlow and Rhodes. I guess Getzlow and Rhodes probably drop off to maybe third.
Yeah.
I think one of these two. I think Griffin and Tubbin didn't have enough. I know Cummings and Pierce didn't have enough, so depends on what Gray and Matson did, but they probably in second, maybe third, but they need a decent game to continue in the step ladders.
I still can't even find Derek and his partner.
Just look for the shining, glowing head.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, there's nope, that's not him.
Yeah, and then you say that, and there's a couple bald people.
Right. I wore a hat today, so that takes me out of the equation, but... So Lefty in the chat says, looks like the middle isn't blown up. All these balls on the right barely making the corner. So, yeah, yes and no. We think that more of the heads, there is just an absolute blow up between 20 and 25. But yeah, the oil is definitely going down lane, so the ball is pretty much burning up off your hand.
Yeah.
And then trying to make that turn, and it's rough right now. It really is. It's tough conditions.
It's like down lane.
There's Matson up on lane number 9.
There he is.
And he starts off with a 7-pin. His partner with a strike though, so looks like they're still in play.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh no, you're good.
First time in 3 games.
I was saying, yeah, I haven't seen him either. It's like from down lane to the right, it wasn't burned up like from the beginning, so people just moved left, and that spot never really got touched. So people are throwing strong balls, and they hit the heads where the ball's burning up, and then they'll like ball change to throw a weaker ball to get it through there, but then it won't hook down lane because that wasn't really touched like that far right because there's too much. So.
And not only that, but the huge concentration of oil for the people that did make that move left and blew it out to the right.
Yeah.
They're going to have carry down, so it's not only
the ball's not hooking.
It's not only burning up off your hand, but then it's also trying to make that shape and recover off the back end too. So what's appearing to be to be non-hook. What it's appearing to be non-hook is more just the ball not being able to make it, just burning up. And I think, like we saw Sapolis, which you'll see on the left-hand side of your screen, or the right-hand side of your screen, the left lane, lane number 21. He's about to come up here, really riding the inside with a polished bowling ball, polished aggressive bowling ball. And seems to be the look that they've been looking for. Currently in 7th place right now, but if they have a big game, he has changed completely off of 19 and 20 and pays the price for it too. Yeah, he
ball changed in the fill and he split the 8-9, and I guess he went with that.
Yeah, and he really got it a lot further right than he's been. I guess he saw something that he did not like going into 21-22 and decided to go with that line. But Pierce with the front 3 and Cummings with 9 spare strike. This is the big game for them. They're sitting in 5th place going into the game number 7. They had a pretty decent 7th game too, so they get another one. Cool. And Sapolis chopping the 6-10 off the 9 on that spare shot. They have Wagner up on the right lane as well in our hammer feature pair, 19 and 20.
Oh, wow.
Oof.
Dave with the 4-9, that was pretty good.
And Wagner with the 10.
That lane has been hooking right there the whole time. Everyone just hits that spot and their ball goes left.
And then not the flip that we thought we were going to see, so Partle does not go down where Kyle was bowling, but also not finding the reaction that he needs this last game too. So they were in 11th place, and I believe top 8 get paid today, maybe top 9, but yeah, just needing something big here, and they Partle's about to look at 2 opens in a row. See if Cummings goes for count, or if he was going for it.
Yeah, he was going for the spare there.
Yeah. It's close though. We'll hopefully that doesn't make a difference.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Adcock again with carry issues.
Yeah.
Right in the pocket, leaves an 8-pin. So Manini needs to put something together to hold his partner up, and knowing Partle, he's still got a lot of strikes left in him though, but gosh, if you can't carry like that, like Manini just threw, it's gonna be a rough road.
9, yeah. So Griffin and Tubbin. Tubbin started out strike, spare, spare. Griffin double 9 spares, so.
Getzlow carried 4 strikes in a row, and he's got a 215 left. Rhodes, though, he's only got
I think he's
178? I think he's at 178 if he spares strikes.
He spared that. I can't really tell. Can't tell if that says.
Or no, he's at 201. So 201 and 2, so plus 16.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, if Griffin and Tubbin or Pierce and Cummings have a huge game, they could overdo it, but I'm pretty sure they made it into the top 4. Although this is after game. Never mind, we gotta wait here. I forgot.
Yeah.
This is not after game 7. This is after game 6.
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be really close. They might have just bowled themselves out of the top 4.
Right. Which is a shame. You see them, within the top 4 all day, and then they just catch 2 bad pairs.
Yeah.
And that's just the nature of this pattern. It's weird because usually throughout the day you see a pattern kind of open up and the scores go up. This has been complete opposite, where the scores have continued to just drop and go down throughout the day.
Yeah, I think part of the reason for that is just people around here, they just like to start further left. So 44-foot pattern and you don't break down the right at all, and you just start at 4th arrow, it's going to get tough later in the day because it's going to create all that carry down, and there's going to be random puddles down lane to the right.
And like we said, the pattern just, it's pretty deceptive in the fact that it's saying that it's a 7-1, but I mean, you and I both know with this, with this being out of play, taken out, it's pretty much a 2-to-1 pattern. I mean, it's a tough pattern, especially with the amount of oil that's in the center.
Wow. Don Griffin just left a 9-pin. Disgusting 9-pin.
And they need a lot.
Yeah.
So let's look at the other ones, though. I mean, we got Hood and Ralston. Hood just shot 279 down there. Ralston higher too. I'm sure that they're going to be in the hunt.
Yeah, I think they're the middle 2 and 2A. So I think they have 3 in a row and 280. So
580 left. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so keep an eye on them. Bartle troubles continue on 15 and 16. Just can't get the ball to push.
Yeah, he's not far enough left.
And the issue is that if he tries to get his break point right, he's going to hit that dry. And if he gets it, if he makes that move left, he can hit the rolling out right off his hand, and then just have trouble carrying at that point. But with all the splits that he's leaving right now, that may not be a bad option. Just to move left and see how far right you can throw it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Wilson on lane 14 just runs over the pocket, leaves an 8-pin. It's a rough carry right there.
Yeah. Oh, I see someone throwing a fever pitch.
There we go. Finally.
Finally.
So looking around, I mean, nothing really stands out as far as scoring-wise goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Rhodes is thinking that he's done. He just packed everything up.
He just packed everything and left.
He's taking everything out. I think he's going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I'm going to laugh really hard if they make top 4. And he has to bring it all back in.
Right. I mean, unless he knows something that we don't, if Madsen and Gray and someone else really brought things up. But, I mean, it's going to be a fight for top 4 right now. And Pierce gets a huge break right there. Not only that, but the 6 and the 8 drop late. Now they need to get that momentum rolling, and Cummings needs to get some breaks like that.
Yes.
Unfortunately, his last shot in the 3rd frame on the right-hand lane left the 4-9. The right-handed version of what his partner just rolled over.
Yeah. Well, Eddie Bird and his partner, it might be hard for them to make top 4, but they're making a run.
Yeah,
they've been striking. Especially Eddie. Eddie's lined in right now.
Yeah, they went plus 60-ish last game, so that puts them at like 380, which will keep them in the top 8. They're still in cashing position.
Another Black Widow pink going down the lane.
That's a big shot right here on lane 16.
Yeah.
And there it is, splitting the 6-pin right. That's a big carry right there.
Yeah. He wanted that.
Yep. Of course, he doesn't come to the live stream booth after that. I wanted to give him some crap on that one. Didn't realize we knocked 6 pins right now.
Yeah.
And troubles continue for Bartle. 4 opens in a row on 15 and 16, sitting at 51 in the 5th. He just can't get it to
he's
shape.
Lost.
His partner just firing it down the lane, trying to get it to hold.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's.
You sure you're out? Are you sure you're out? We went 4040. I know. I said the 6.
Yeah, I know.
We went 4040.
I know.
No bone trolling today, boys.
We'll see what happens. Road just came in, and I'm telling him I don't know. I don't know if they're out or not, but I just have this feeling that they may sneak into
I think it's going to be closer than they think.
Yeah.
I think it will. And they kind of threw away the 9th and 10th. Well, at least.
No, I think they were trying pretty well. I mean, Getzlow walked into the 9th going 5 in a row and left a 9 count, then struck. I think he double 9'd.
Yeah, I just saw Chase pick up his ball and throw it, so I was like, Yeah,
he.
I can't
he
tell
kind
what
of made it look like it, but he's still able to get spares even though he does something like that. But no, he kept it clean for the. I mean, actually, wow! I just noticed this. He had a clean 201.
I was surprised with the first 5 spares. I was like, good for him.
That may even be a clean 197. That's like a Peterson story right there.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, this let's keep an eye out on lane 15. Cummings going for a double right now. And the chat says, surprised people are not lofting. That's surprising to me as well. That's 10 back right there. Great shot. Yeah, I'm surprised that more people are not lofting over the heads right now because I feel like, I mean, but after 8 games, it is tough, but.
Yeah, I know if I'd be bowling, I'd be over the caps.
Right. I mean, I don't even know if I'd be over the caps. I think I'd just be over the heads.
But yeah, you're right.
Like, I don't think there's a reason to really be that far left, but gosh, I mean, there's just an absolute hole between pretty much like 18 and 27 by this point. As we have Pierce coming up on lane number 16, sitting on front 5. Pierce has been kind of the superstar today, shooting some big games. And going for another one here on 15 and 16.
Do they keep track of singles? Is there a single side pot?
I don't think there's a single side pot, but I think that there is. There's the brackets and everything like that, so that's what they're going for. But should have a pretty good day on that.
I know him and Derek have been striking a lot. So.
Yep. Yeah, I'm curious to know what kind of scores Derek has been doing, making the flip.
There.
As I sit in 3rd place right now after 6 games. Still waiting on that 7th. Shots away and strike. Shot. There's 6 in a row for Pierce.
Yeah.
No stranger to throwing shots under pressure.
Oh, no.
So I guess this is going to be one of them. I don't know. We'll see what the ending winds up being, but I don't really see somebody from 6th, 7th, and 8th jumping up to step ladders, but could be proven wrong here.
Yeah. I don't think they're close at all, but I saw Weber down there showing something. I think he has 6 in a row.
Nice. Bartle throws a strike on 6th frame. Finally finds something. He really put his speed up, and it looked like it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I think that contributes to why there's such a hole from like 18 to like 25. People just, rather than move left, they're just throwing it harder. So that spot's just getting burned and burned. So.
Right, and it's not like they're throwing nice covered.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's a great shot there by Rosenberg.
Then you also have some of the lefties that are actually pretty far right.
Right.
So they're all using surface, and they're just destroying the heads too. So.
Yeah, that's going to be right in that set down point pretty much for them.
For the righty, yeah.
Comes Pierce going for 7 in a row on the left-hand lane. Oh, and that took off.
Yeah.
8 count for Pierce. Ends the streak at 6. Still a high 278 left.
Need his partner to pick him up at 3 in a row right here. Uh-oh.
Oh, and it falls.
Yeah, you got that one right a little bit. I thought it was going to hook more.
It fell because of the shimmy. So we go from moving 6 pins this way to 4 pins this way? Okay. Having to give Cummings a little bit of a taste of his own medicine on that one. But 3 in a row, then picks up his partner who spares in the 7th. Still keeping a lookout for that Game 7 score. Do we have anyone else close? Let's see. Dwiggins and Zamowski still down there. Looks like Dwiggins may be on a streak. Zamowski.
I don't think Zamowski is.
Then we have Gray and Matson, who should be a little bit closer here. They should be around 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. They're the anchor bowlers, I think. No, that's Taylor right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Derek has gone spare, strike, spare, double, and his partner has gone strike, spare, strike, spare, double, spare. So.
Oh, okay.
So they're still in the hunt.
Yeah.
And then Griffin and Tubbin. Is that them on 13 and 14?
Yeah, I think Tubbin's 3A. Yeah, so they need some strikes. Last 4 frames. Ralston and Hood. Oh, Ralston had the first 5, and then he has got an 8 count.
Oh,
up
yeah,
to 3-9.
Yeah, that's a tough one, too, but
And
does
he
manage to
spared it.
convert it. So they're putting up some numbers right now.
Yeah. Hood has strike, spare, double strike, or double spare.
And Tubbin, I can't
Tubbin,
see what he did.
5, 7. Oh, no.
7.
5 fell.
So got out of trouble, but they need some scores
strikes.
here. Yeah. So, and after last game, they were still down like 20 pins on Rhodes and Getzlow. So there's another team that's. I mean, Griffin really needs a strike right here. This is huge for him.
Yeah, he's got to kind of put the team on his back.
Got Game 7 standings. Dwiggins and Zamowski still at 567. And Griffin just went high.
Oh, he's
Split. All right, so Madsen and Gray move up to second place at 513. Rhodes and Getzlow 502. Only 14 pins over Tubbin and Griffin. So that's huge. And then Hood and Ralston both at 481. Cummings and Pierce, though, at 465. So they need to shoot plus 37, plus 40, 45.
40,
yeah,
45.
So they should move into step ladders here, depending on what Griffin and Hood have. Or Griffin and Tubbin and Hood and Ralston have. This is close, you guys.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
is
there's
super
a chance
close.
Getzlow and Rhodes stay in there for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of just.
All right, so let's see if we can copy this over real quick. I think we could go top 6 is going to be the, because yeah, it looks like Jones and Sapolis are struggling right now. All right, so let's bring this over. Kind of make this, so 567.
Pierce with a good shot.
So they shot, let me get 100% on this. I will be
Okay.
right back, and I'm going to get some numbers. So absolute max for Cummings and Pierce, 278 and then 246.
Yeah.
So that's 522. So plus 122. Yeah, they're well in.
Yeah.
Well in the hunt.
Hood just 7 pin for. I want to say he has 230 left.
So it looks like Griffin and Tubbin have plus 43 left, I believe. 23.50. Yeah, 13 and 30. So that's plus 43.
Yep.
And then Hood and Ralston, let's see,
Ralston just 2 pin. He has 260.
Okay.
And
Yeah, 267.
I want to say Hood has 230. 238 maybe.
Yeah, 239
or 9.
Yeah. That's picking the 7 pin up, and yeah, there's still a lot of numbers out there, you guys. I can see 6th moving into step ladders here. I'm not sure what Matson and yeah, it looks like they have.
Matson has 270, and his partner
just left the
4 pin. Yeah. For I think he has 230.
Yeah, 230 something left. Yeah, high 230s. So they could definitely get in too.
Yeah, they.
Or not get in,
or
but stay in. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go see what Eric and Jerry are at real quick. I'll be right back.
So Griffin needs a strike here. He has 230 left, and his partner only has 213. Oh, he's leaves 610. Almost a split. Oh, Hood missed a 7 pin.
All right, so Dwiggins has a possible 246 left. Eric just opened in the 9th and has 202 left. So they have 46 left. So that can be 609 max.
Oh, Pierce just split.
Oh, that's...
And Hood missed a 7 pin.
Okay.
And...
So Hood and Ralston are down here. Hood has 27 and 67. So that's 94.
Yeah.
So they got 607 left. Let's see, Griffin has 16, 220. Let's see what Tevin does. Leaves a 4 pin. 42, so 202. So 22 left. So that puts him at 510 max. Hood and Ralston 67 and 27, so 94, so that's 575-ish. And then Cummings and Pierce 46.
They need this.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh, carries an
wow.
out. And that reaction. All right, so that's 246 and 246, so 92, so 547 is their max. So that's kind of how it's looking right now. Yeah, that's not looking good for Getzlow and Rhodes as of right now, but
yeah,
a lot can change. I mean, everybody's going into the 9th.
Yeah, they'll need some help, that's for sure.
Some going into the 8th, Ralston and Hood. Or no, they're going into the 8th right now. As well as Matson and Gray.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. You better get this one. I don't know. We're both taking one in the ass today, so it's going to make it much better.
Pretty good game here for Rosenberg. And Rosenberg is with...
Where's projected?
That's max score going into like the 8th frame.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, everybody's biased. So we're 6 is the worst we can go. If they don't finish, we're going to be in the show. If they don't finish,
Yeah.
So 2 out of those 3 behind us got to shoot 430, I think.
Yep.
420 something. But when I looked up, they all went. Somebody on each team went open, open, open.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Well,
So now it's getting.
All right, so we're talking in with Getzlow. Kind of giving them some projections. We got max scores going on, and there still is life for sure. And there is a possibility of 5th and 6th place taking over 3rd and 4th and knocking them out.
yeah. Hood and Ralston just struck in the 8th. Ralston still has 260 left.
And if Griffin or Tubman miss at all, they're under Rhodes and Getzlow.
Yeah, they're under, so they need all of them.
And this has been Griffin's bad lane. Well, rough lane. just split last time here.
Yeah,
Let's see if he can make the
He
adjustment.
went through the face in the last frame too.
Shots away and carries late.
Gets it.
Sets him up for the 9th frame there. Yeah, this is definitely close, you guys. We're in that possibility that 5th and 6th can take over 3rd and 4th. And we're actually probably going to go ahead and go to 15 and 16 here in just a minute, just because the team of Cummings and Rosenberg are both going to be finishing their 10th frame. Plus, we've got Tubbin and Griffin up on 13 and 14.
Oh,
And they
Tubbin
both
strikes.
6:04 for Dwiggins. That's official. At least that's what he said.
604. All right, so Dwiggins and Zamowski finish out at plus 604. Quote unquote official scores. All right, here we go. We're going to move on over to 15 and 16 here, where we have the team of Cummings and Pierce. They can shoot themselves up to 547 total here with a 492. Actually, 492 puts them at 557. That's big. That's inside.
Oh, wow.
And
Give him
has
a high,
the
hard one.
whole lane on this one.
High, hard one.
Cummings goes 6 in a row. Ralston ball away. And leaves a 9-pin, but carries it out late.
Carries it out, yeah.
That's huge for them.
Yeah. This is a big shot here. Oh, that's a great one.
Great shot there,
Yeah.
especially coming off of an open in the 9th
Yeah,
frame.
he's got this right lane. The left lane gave him some trouble.
Yep. Been completely flawless so far on that right lane. So these are the, let's see, where is Gray and Matson? Matson's still 249 left. Gray with a 238 left.
Yeah,
so
238.
yeah, it looks like they're going to continue to stay in the, actually they may move up to first place over Dwiggins and Zamowski.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's. That was projection. They were. Yeah, they got to go plus 90 or 92 to take them over. I don't think they can get to that.
Oh.
Good shot for Pierce. Leaves a 7-10. Cummins though threw a double in the 10th and kind of missed it. We were looking down.
I didn't even notice. So Dwiggins and Sezmowski basically wrapped up first place?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anyone, no one can even get close to them. Let's make sure on that though, because we've got, that's 248. Yeah, so that's plus 80 something. So yeah, they can't even get there. All right, so that is plus 36, 71 for Cummings and Pierce. 71, so that's 436. No, I'm sorry, 536 for them. All right, so that knocks, I think that's officially the last blow for Getzlow and Rhodes. And Hood doubles up in the 9th frame, so here they come. Hood's got 227 left. Ralston's got 267. So they go plus 100 here.
Yeah.
If I'm adding it up right, that's like 114 plus. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's 227.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 94. Okay. Still good little score. That's okay.
Oh yeah. Take those.
All right, so we're almost to the point of Griffin and Tubbin. I actually think that that Hood and Ralston with that double there
I think
Just
they,
need to keep it clean in the 10th.
I'm pretty sure they locked it.
Let's see. I mean, let's say they both go 9-0. So that's going to be 206, 25, 34,
34
and then 66, 95, 94. Yeah, 30 in the 30s.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got it locked. That's 5 teams. So they just need count, really.
Yeah.
But here's
Tubbin.
Tubbin, coming up on lane number 14 on the left-hand side of your screen. Just entered, and there's Tubbin, ball away. Oh, leaves a light 10. So that puts him at 182 max score. 220 still for Griffin.
You have a 290 over here on 17. Deborah.
Hey, that's Devira. No, there's the black cloud effect.
Yeah.
That's in effect right now. I don't know how in you are on that, but that's something way back from like the inside bowling days. And
every time you call it out.
All right, so do we
Griffin,
have
7
any?
pins.
Let's see. So we'll just erase this because we're gonna have their final here in a second. But Ralston and Hood's about to come up here on lane number 11. And Matson and Gray still are bowling. Looks like Matson spared in the 9th, so he's got 220. Gray still 230 high. So they go plus 60. So I think it's pretty much set. Your 1 and 2 are set so far. It's just who's going to get that 4th place. Looks like Hood and Ralston may make their way. Yeah, Griffin gets up there, leaves a 9 count, so that's going to be negative this game. They're going to go down to like 470, I think. It's going to be their total max.
Minus 18. Hood strikes.
That's a big strike right there. That may have just secured them into the top 4.
Yep.
Let's see, they had to go plus 50 to get over Cummings and Pierce. So, yeah, they just got in the top 4 off of that shot right there.
And
there
John
it is.
Struck.
All right, so your top 4, unofficially, it looks like it's going to be Dwiggins and Samowski, Gray and Matson, Hood and Ralston, and then... Wait, hold on. Where's the... who got 3rd? No, yeah.
Hood and Ralston got 3rd, right?
Okay, and then 4th
and then
is...
Cummings and Pierce.
Did they make their way in?
They went 40 or 70, no, 81 over. Oh, 546.
Yeah. Is it 546? 70, oh, yeah, 80. Yeah, right, 546, okay. Yeah, so let's move this up. So 540, that officially takes you to here. Wow, so I just saw Pierce packing up. I'm pretty sure that...
yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that too. And I don't know if they know they made it.
Yeah. Hope he didn't take his equipment out.
Yeah, maybe he was moving it.
Yeah.
But I saw him bring it up. I was like...
Yeah, because it's right here. There's no reason why they would move it.
There he is. Yeah. He's by the front desk. I just don't know if he knows they're in.
I'm going to go talk to him.
He has his bowling shoes on.
You know, I'm actually super impressed with that response that I just got from Pierce.
What'd he say?
I said, I'm pretty sure you guys just squeaked into 4th. Are you guys bowling? He goes, I don't know.
It's like, well, all right.
I mean, that just goes to show you that he is putting 100% into every single shot that he throws. So that's kind of cool. I think that's interesting, but cool.
Yeah.
All right, so 52, so 75. So 75 is going to put them at 5. 5:56. So yeah, they're going to be in third. Hood and Ralston. All right, and then Matson left something in the 10th. It looks like
that's a strike.
Is that a strike? Oh yeah, that is a strike. Okay, yeah, he left something on. That's what it was.
His partner's got a double, so.
So once again, like we said, we believe that this is going to be the scores, but these are not official until tournament officials have made it 100% clear. So after these couple of shots, we're probably going to take a little bit of a break, like get up and stretch a little bit, and then figure out who we have in our top 4 step ladders. Ryan, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
calling
thank you
with
very much.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
Yeah.
Matson going for the double right now, pretty far away. You can see it just in your top right of your, or left of your screen. Re-racking right now. He threw a double.
You might see a ball fly in the air when Ray throws this shot.
Oh no, not too much.
Yeah, I thought it would go way further.
Yeah, Ray, no stranger to lofting the ball. I still have a video where we were up in, I believe it was Wisconsin, and it was the Titan collegiate tournament, and if you lofted it there, it would bounce. So Ray was actually playing a triple bounce, and I've got video of this. I mean, it is an unbelievable shot.
Yeah.
They're 5-0.
Throwing back up at it.
They were
All right, so Matson goes double and then 9, and his partner doubles in the 10th. So, and this is kind of a cool story too, because Gray and Matson actually had, as of last night, different partners.
Oh, really?
And I guess their partners dropped, and they formed as of last night. So,
well, good.
yeah, right. And from what it sounds like, they didn't really know each other.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a cool story.
Yeah. They finished second. Well, qualify second.
I don't know why the fuck you bowled it. You shot one.
That's our booth math right there. So.
Oh, Gray Matson got around us?
What? No. That was their max. They just.
Okay.
20.
Gray Matson had a chance to get around us. I know, but they didn't.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So
No.
6,
Yeah, I don't
They had
think so.
220 and
230.
458.
Was it 58? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that should be it. So unofficially, it looks like first place is going to be
Hell, we can go out in the parking lot and watch the fight.
Dwiggins Stamowski. And then second place is going to be Gray and Matson. Third, Hood and Ralston. And fourth is Cummings and Pierce. So your 5th and 6th place actually overtake 3rd and 4th place in your 8th game.